Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to a brand new episode of our Prince Rhaegar Targaryen series. Last episode we had quite a few interesting things happen. It was quite an eventful episode actually, and we obviously have ended up with a child, finally, thank the seven. But we've run into the issue that our child is obviously not under our control at the moment. And I don't know why, I just assumed that once I had a child, I'd be able to just be like, okay, I'll come and take my child now, and they'll hand them over. And obviously it's not quite working like that. I can't just invite him to camp. So it says we can only invite our player heir, soulmate, best friend, or spouse. And I don't know how to make him my heir. I just assumed he automatically would be, and it doesn't seem to be working like that. So it's saying he's a member of our family and dynasty, and he is a legitimised bastard. So we did legitimise him. But I don't seem to. I'm not sure how it works when I'm unlanded. Obviously, this is my first time as playing as a landless character, properly playing, doing an actual series, is it? And I'm not sure. So it says, I can't seem to designate as an heir. So Brudo Targaryen is a child. So it's seeming that we can't designate him as my heir because he's a child. I don't want to wait until he's into adulthood to get him with me. I'm also a little bit concerned because this guy, the guy who has him, is currently at war. It shouldn't be a problem because this guy's quite strong and the person who he's attacking is quite weak. So I imagine that our child is safe. But that just worries me a little bit. That obviously this guy could get into wars and our son could be potentially killed, captured, held hostage and what have you by one of the people that he is at war with. So that concerns me a little bit. I don't even know if it'd be any easier if his mother was with us, whether we could. I just don't think we can get him back. I did pose a question, and someone said that we could look at switching to intrigue and kidnapping him. I really would have liked to have just been able to get him without having to do that. Also, it looks like is there a plague potentially forming like in that area right near our son? I really could do with having him with us. So intrigue. I'm not quite sure where. Kidnapper enables the abduct scheme. So we might need to switch, in all honesty, to intrigue for a little while and go down the kidnapper route, because if we can't figure out how to get him to us before then we're going to have to kidnap him. What I might do is there's a couple of contracts that we can do here while we're here. I'll let a little bit of time tick on and just see if anything changes, because obviously he's like a newborn. I don't know if something's going to change once he gets a little bit older. I might move my camp back towards where he is, if it's safe to do so, if there's no plague spreading, and see if we can get his mum. I think if we make her our soulmate, so we can't invite her to join our camp at the moment, but if she becomes our soulmate, then we get an option to be able to invite her. And I don't know then if that will make it easier to get him or not. I'm just thinking out loud, letting you know what my plan is. So what I'll do is I'll pause the recording, I'll do a couple of contracts, move the camp back to where my son and his mum is, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we just completed a diplomacy contract, which went well, was successful, made quite a bit of coin from that. And then we've just had a thief who is trying to steal from us, it looks. So we can offer him a job, and we only lose 2 gold, but we get him to join our camp. And he's not bad. He's a decent prowess, well, average prowess, but his intrigue is excellent. And he's only 17, so I think I'm going to take him. We could get some dread and some gold by killing him, but I think... or we could lose some stress. No, I think I'm going to give him a job and have him join us in our camp. I think that makes sense. I think what I'm also going to do is look at creating a men-at-arms regiment, and I'm going to get some Dragon Guard, I think. I'm going to create them. Now, that poses the question, do I get rid of the armoured footmen? I think I'll keep them for now. So let me just increase this to size 2. Yeah, so they use the same amount of provisions per barony that we travel. There's no maintenance cost. It's just provisions when we travel. But yeah, their toughness is higher. So the damage is the same, I think, for the Dragon Guard and the Armoured Footmen. Toughness is higher. And they get 15 screen for the Dragon Guard. So... and potentially... I'll keep them for now. But if we want to use another slot, I'll get rid of the Armoured Footmen, I think, at some point, and just have Dragon Guard. I think that makes sense. Right, apologies. I had to randomly pause the recording quickly then, because my little one woke up, and I can't remember what I was saying. But yeah, basically, I think if we need to get a different unit, if we need to use a men-at-arms slot, we'll get rid of the Armoured Footmen and focus on Dragon Guard. But we'll keep them all for now. It doesn't hurt. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 more contracts. In fact, what's this? What's popped up? Grand Tournament. I don't really want to do... in fact, do we do another Grand Tournament and do the rest of them? What have we got so far? No, I think we've got other things to focus on right now. So I'm not going to do that. How's our stress looking? It's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to do another couple of contracts, and then we'll make our way back towards our child, because I'm just a little bit concerned. Like, obviously he's 1 now, and I really want him with me. He's already got a good opinion of us. I definitely, because I do want to eventually go back to Westeros as well, so I want to make sure that he's with us before that happens. I don't want to leave without him. So yeah, that is the plan. That's what we'll do. I'm going to complete another couple of contracts, and then we'll head back to where our child is and see if there's anything we can do. We're obviously working on intrigue as well now to get the kidnapper trait, and if we have to kidnap him, then we'll have to do that. Let me just visit the city holding. We can go to the craftsman quarters. We can mingle with locals at the tavern. Let's mingle. Wouldn't mind hearing a story or 2. Story had a few good points. Possible outcomes: 2% chance we get stewardship, 32% chance we get 100 towards stewardship lifestyle experience, or we're gaining exotic stewardship. Can pay 43 gold and get 6 trait experience in wit. That was a great story. We can lose some stress. We'll just go for this. We gained exotic stewardship. Let's see who is up for recruitment. Approaching the crew of unemployed Pentoshi, I raise my voice and address them directly. I am looking for some skilled, reliable people to join my camp. Who among you are up for that task? Interested parties introduce themselves as Hercleo the Placid, Jorio the Arbitrate, and Miria the Lewd. Elia hums and peers at the prospect that I consider which candidate to recruit. Let's have a look at them. This guy's fecund. He's not. He's a scholar. He's a witch, which is a crime to us under Faith of 7, so I don't think we would take that guy. We've got a dwarf who is also a seducer. He's 71. I don't really... how... 181 gold. I'm not going to be paying that for a 71-year-old. Even if he has got excellent learning. He's a mystic. Let's have a look at her then. She's 51. She's lustful, trusting, brave. Fortune builder. She's a wise woman. How much is she? 163. Again, I feel like that's a bit pricey for a 51-year-old woman. Her learning's good, but across the board. No, I think I'm gonna leave it. I don't think we'll be. Let's head back. Thinking of something else. What else can we do? Supplies. Maybe I can sell some artifacts to town crier. Let's have a look at supplies. We'll lose some gold and get some provisions. I believe those edibles are beginning to go bad, so it's a learning challenge. 67% chance that he agrees to part with the expired supplies. We gain 163 provisions. 27% he's not fooled by our logic. Our provision cost is increased for 3 months. Intrigue challenge. This is our wife. 39% that she successfully steals a bunch of supplies. 60% the guards are summoned. Do you know what? If that was going to kill her off, I know this sounds awful. If that was going to kill her off, I'd probably risk it. But she only would gain the trait wounded. So it's not really worth doing. Let's just buy some provisions because we're going to make a trip back. Okay, so our travel was going to eat into our provisions. We couldn't make it all in one trip. Ooh, okay, so secret exposed. Lord Mathos has revealed that I'm seeing Domenia in secret. With the truth spreading like wildfire, our passion may not have been as hidden as we would like to believe. Okay, that's fine. They already know what kind of man we are. It's fine. Oh, we lost our sinful acts come at a cost. You know what? That's okay. We're not too stressed about that. What I'm also gonna do is, oh god. Okay, she's upset with us again. I know I might not be the perfect wife, but I deserve better than this. We both do. I beg of you, come to your senses and leave that swine. It is not too late to make things better. Do anything to deserve your forgiveness. Do you know what we could do with more children? So we can't. Sorry, dear wife, but we're gonna have to keep our lover on the go, I think. So while I just stopped off, I cashed in a couple of favours, got a little bit more gold, and married off one of my knights as well. I'm also going to upgrade our pavilion to level 2 for 200 gold. So we'll do that now. We've got 8 months left before that's completed, and then we're still making our way down towards here. Let's just check in on our son. So he's 2 now. I really want him under my control, so we'll move to where he is and then we'll pick up from there. Okay, so I was just checking in because obviously I thought that now that me and Robert are no longer rivals that I'd be able to return, but I can't. So it's still saying the holder of this county or liege has exiled you, and I can't even click anywhere in his territory. It's just completely unclickable. I can't return yet, which is really annoying. So we're going to have to wait for him to die, I think, before we can return. Because anywhere else I can click and it lets me move my camp. But I just can't click anywhere within Westeros. It just will not allow me to do that. So we can't even return if we wanted to. Which is a bit daft, really. We should get the option to be able to go back, even if there's a risk that we get imprisoned. But anyway, yeah, we're not allowed to. So I have moved my camp back to where our son is. We still can't really interact with him. So we are just going to have to wait it out. He's now 2 years old. But yeah, we're going to just have to wait for him. I'm going to pin him just so he's up here so I can keep tabs on him. Jon Snow is 13 years old now. He's looking alright. Not too impressive at the moment. Rob's obviously still ruling in the north. This is Robert. So Cersei has died. How did she die? Did I know that she was dead? Died from the pox. Okay. And they had all of their children. They had Joffrey, Marcella and Tommen, and they had Princess Lane as well. So we'll wait to see what happens. His health is excellent. and he's only 35, so we might have a while to wait until he's dead, to be honest, which is a shame, because I think we're going to have to wait him out until we can return. Our wife, though, interestingly, her health is poor at the moment. And this is really awful, but I am kind of just waiting for her to die now, to be honest. I don't feel it's in Rhaegar's character that he would murder her. Maybe I should be imprisoning her, but I just feel that, I don't know, there's nothing in his character that tells me that he would imprison her. So we'll leave her be for now. She might not be with us much longer. So I'm going to complete another few contracts, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out a way to get our son into our camp very soon. But our pavilion has been upgraded now, and we can add a slot. So I think I'm going to take roaring campfire. Someone suggested that for the fireside chats, so we're going to do that. We're going to construct that. So we've got 5 months left until that is completed. Okay, and now we can unlock the intrigue perk. So we're going to go for truth is relative, so we can fabricate hooks, and obviously we're working down towards kidnapper. There's also a plague spreading through Pentos, so I'm pretty glad that we moved camp now and that we're down here and safe for now. We'll have to keep tabs on that. Obviously we've got a few contracts that are up towards this way, so that's going to make things a little bit difficult, but I'll complete another couple of contracts. We've got our son is now 3 years old. We still can't do anything with him, so we are gonna, it looks like we are gonna have to kidnap him. I've got no options really to do anything about it, so we'll offer to join war. He's at war again. He's defending this time. Oh, he's defending on behalf of someone else, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Our son should be safe for now. And just as I thought we were safe, our son has been captured by Lord Balon during a siege, so that is not great. I wonder if there's anything we can do now. Can we pay his ransom? Will that get him to us? So he just leaves the prison. But I don't think... It's Balon Greyjoy. Why did I not click on that that's who that was at first? So Brudo gains opinion of us and leaves the prison, but I don't think he comes to us. But his health is poor because he's in a dungeon. So I'm going to pay the ransom in case his liege doesn't pay it. Okay, classified information. Magister Anara's suspicions lie upon her uncle Runello, and so I find myself stalking him through the halls of a red temple. He's clearly deep in counsel with himself. I chance some more steps closer, hiding behind a jutting wall. I can almost hear his whispered words, whether they're a confession to R'hllor or just while muttering I can't quite make it out. So this is, we took on a contract, so that's what this is. So, an intrigue one as well. Perhaps if I were just to pretend to know. 67% chance. I've had enough of hiding. It's a prowess challenge. Open threats may succeed where eavesdropping failed. So 96% our threat works contract is a success. Well, let's do that option. Okay, so excellent. I've had my suspicions, of course, but to have them confirmed, she gestures at a guard to bring forward my pay, stroking her chin in thought. Your reward, should I need help in the future, do not hesitate to answer my call. Farewell. Okay. So she's learned of his non-believer secret. We lose 5 stress. And she, yeah, okay, fine. So really, I'm more concerned about my son right now. Shall be returned to you forthwith, but he's not been returned to me, has he? He's been returned to the court that he was in, which is fine. For now, I suppose. At least it's got him out of harm's way. He's not in the dungeons any longer. Otherwise, we might have lost him. We've still not fathered another child with our... Oh, but she is pregnant, so I'm assuming that's going to be ours. hopefully. Oh, but our wife is her rival. Hopefully in fact, our wife is, what's her health looking like? Yeah, her health is still poor, so, hopefully we'll be rid of her soon. Okay, Dominia has come to me and I immediately knew why. She's with child and there is little doubt in her heart, as in mine, as to who the father is. However, with my marriage to Elia, there is nothing I can do except hope that my involvement stays secret. Okay. Oh, that's no surprise. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Okay, so our lover has given birth to a daughter. So Dominia is carrying the burden of having given birth to a fatherless bastard. It is terrible for an unmarried woman and a child, yet I cannot let it be known that I am the true father. Oh, she's beautiful and she's quick. Do I reveal this now, or can we do it at a later date? I think we'll just do a scandal in waiting. We're not going to reveal just yet. I think we'll be able to do that at a later point, so I think we'll wait it out. She's great though, so that's good. She's got a couple of good inheritable traits there, but yeah, we'll wait that one out. I think we've started scheming our guard as well, just Andric, because we didn't have a great relationship with him, and obviously he can be used in schemes against us. So we've started trying to sway him, and we're on a contract at the moment that we should be able to end pretty soon. Okay, and Sona, our knight, is scheming again, or is involved in a scheme another murder scheme to murder one of our followers. It's the second time now that she's been brought up, so we can let the traitor be known to all. She'll no longer be part of the murder. She spends some prestige, she gains stress, and she loses 20 opinion of Jade Blackberry. We can throw her in jail. No one will think me a tyrant. I think we're going to have to throw her in jail. It's the second time. I don't think we can keep letting it slide. Our friend still likes us, so I don't think we'll keep her in jail for long, but we had to make it known that she can't just keep doing that. Do you know what? She can just stay in there for now, and we'll decide what to do with her at a later point. We're going to try and complete this. 90% success chance. Let's just try that. There we go, and it was a success. We do not have to part ways. Oh, okay. So, oh, interesting. So, what will happen is 95% that she feels honoured joins our camp, and Manfario loses 10 opinion of us. Or she feels insulted. Yeah, I think we don't have to part ways. Yeah, there we go. She's joined our camp. Excellent. We will keep her. Oh, she's chaste. And she's shy. When we've finished swaying our personal guard, we will maybe start swaying her and get her opinion up. Because when our wife inevitably dies, we could have her as the planned replacement. So we'll keep her in mind. Okay, so we've got too much of a good thing again. So we're finding it stressful to have two lovers on the go at the same time. So Dominia is 29. Amara is 35. We're potentially not going to get more children from her. I don't think even if I was planning on making our soulmate and moving to our camp, but I don't think that even that would get our son with us any easier or any quicker. So, and I don't think we'll get any more children from her. So I think we've reached the end of our road. We can let her go as our lover. I was just looking at Robert as well and seeing if there's anything we can do to be able to come back into his territory, but we can't. Oh, he's married to a Tyrell. Interesting. And he's still really strong. He's still in good health. So, unfortunately, it's like we might be waiting a little while. before we can do anything about that. So it's just kind of a waiting game at the minute. I honestly don't really know what to do. We can purchase some land and become landed, but then I've just been working on upgrading my camp, and because I haven't played as a landless character, I'm tempted to stay landless for a little bit longer. I'm just really uncertain about what happens when I die. Who will take over the Targaryen Exiles? If we don't have Brudo in our camp with us, I'm not sure what would happen. We could take this guy as a squire. There's nothing... He is our favourite child. We don't want to denounce him. We can send him gifts, but he's already... Oh, we could rename him. I'm not sure that I like Brudo, to be honest. I'm going to have a think about that. We might possibly rename him. If you guys have any ideas on what you'd prefer our son to be called, then let me know. And we also have a daughter as well, so send me some male and female names and we'll look into that. I did also as well select for him the martial to focus on martial education. He's getting some good stats already for 4-year-old. It's just a real shame that we don't have him here with us. I'm going to, while I remember, pin... Oh yeah, my daughter doesn't show there because we've not. Oh, can we not? Okay, so we can't reveal the heritage just yet. Well, that's okay. We'll pin her and keep an eye on her for now. And we'll focus on upgrading our camp for now and getting a little bit stronger. Okay, so we're going to do the camp revelry activity because we've got fireside chat that we've unlocked now. So we're going to make that our intent, our guest of honor. Who can we... We only got this guy to choose from. I wonder if he'll accept. He might not. Okay, we can't do that. Drinks we can. All attendees gain opinion and we get eager reveler trait XP. Okay, we'll do that. Start the camp revelry. Will not join. Can we just remove him then? No. Okay, never mind. We'll start the camp revelry. Okay, finally we are all gathered, all supplies prepared, the fire crackling merrily in our midst. Life on the road can be a hard one. The festivities will be a chance for all of us to relax and take our minds off the grinding quest for survival. Let the revelry begin. So Willem has overindulged in drink and gained a 1-year hangover. That's shocking. I'm so deep in conversation I barely notice the lack of light. It's only when I have trouble identifying a newcomer to the chat that I spare a look at the fire. Its embers glow dully, almost spent. Beryl shakes his head at my quick scanning of the camp. We've used the last of the firewood, need to get some more. He hops to his feet, snatching up an axe from nearby and raising an eyebrow at me. Alright, give that here. So prowess challenge. Or we can gain some provisions. We'll do the prowess challenge. So we gained 150 prestige. Okay. Gained warm and content. Health a small boost. Stress loss 20%. Nice. No sooner as I stood up to get refreshments than Rhaegar bounds up right too. I think we could all do with a little bit of friendly competition. She begins, bow in hand. Perhaps a light archery contest. I have a bow for you right here, Rhaegar. My drink may have to wait. Why don't we hunt for it? First kill wins. Possible outcomes 57%. We claim the first kill. We gain some provisions, the trait hunter, and get 9 experience in Venator. Or 38% chance that she gets the first kill. We would spend prestige and get stress. Come then, you choose the target. The prowess challenge against her. Never presume to compete with one of your caliber. Your camp revelry carousing level increases. I think we'll take the trait experience and get some prestige. Okay, so the fire sputters, its embers now merely glowing where they once roared. The revellers likewise begin to drift off towards their sleeping spot. Good time was had by all but the hour. Okay, so that's it. That's over and done with. So everybody lost stress. Okay, well, we didn't. I thought I said we could possibly attract some newcomers, but at least it's improved people's perception of us, I guess, within the camp. Make a request. 100. Let's see if we can arrange a marriage. So he's got 15 unimportant women. Okay. Who do we want to marry off? Do any of our, let's see, inheritable? Want to keep her for ourselves. I don't know if we would get any children from her now. She's 35, but we might as well give it a go. So let's get her married off. Don't know if he would accept matrilineal though. Oh, he will accept. Who is this guy? What was the other option? Won't accept for him, that's fine. What about you? Okay, well, we'll take you just to see if we can get any children from her with that trait, and that is matrilineal. Let's send that proposal. Oh, she's pregnant again. Okay. That's fine. Great. Well, that's good. We went from having, like, no success at all, and now we're having lots of children, which is good. Which is good. Miles Mooton is no longer my caravan master. What happened? Where's he gone? Oh, so he's left us? Okay. That's a shame. I wonder what makes them decide to leave. Is it because he has claims on titles that he's gone back to over to the Iron Throne? I'm guessing. We can make a request here as well. So you don't like us, so you wouldn't agree to any marriages, I don't think. So we can get some provisions from you. How much gold? Only 7. Men-at-Arms Regiment. We'll take your provisions, I think. We'll employ a new caravan master. I think we'll take her because she's kind of the most even across the board and she has excellent aptitude. So we're going to appoint her. And we've got a good relationship with her. We'll just probably... Our maester, he does like us, but I think we'll sway him just to make sure he likes us a little bit more. And we still do have a prisoner, Sona, and he still likes us. Her children are not keen on us though. Thought over time we can banish her. We'll gain a hook. I don't know what we'll use it for, but we will release her now. She's been in prison for 11 months. I think that's enough. And we've gained a favour hook from her. Okay, so we've got a new perk point spend and we're going to unlock digging for dirt. That enables the search for secrets travel option. When passing through a barony, you may learn a secret of someone residing there. So that's pretty cool. And then obviously next, after that, we're going to go for kidnapper and then hopefully kidnap our son if all goes to plan. Okay, and we've had another son to Domenia. Let's have a look at him. Timio. He's not got any of the inheritable traits. I think we'll just leave that. We'll just say scandally waiting for now. we won't claim him as our child just yet. Has he got the yeah, he has. He's got our eyes as well. I think he's fine as a backup, but we won't claim him as our own child just yet. We've been working on swaying our maester just to get him to like us a little bit more, and I think that helps us with working towards another lifestyle intrigue perk point. So hopefully it's contributing to that. I think so. I don't know what else I could do. I'm sure personal schemes work towards that as well. So we'll keep swaying him until it's a little bit higher. And then we'll maybe look at starting a romance or a seduction scheme and see if that also contributes towards the lifestyle. So this is interesting, and I didn't get any pop-ups or anything like that, but I didn't even notice that Jon has now changed to Jon Targaryen. I literally clicked on King Robert, saw that he was at war with the North, and I was like, what's going on here? And then, so what's happening is he's defending against Robb Stark in the war of Rhaegar's bastard. So I was like, what the hell? I didn't even realise. Looked at Jon, and he's obviously now known as our son. He's still saying Jon Snow on here, but he's labelled Jon Targaryen up here, so I'm not sure why that is, but he's an illegitimate bastard of my family and dynasty. He's not bad, but do you know what? I think our son Brudo could even be better. He's too far away for me to interact with him, and it will not let me travel. I wonder though if I could get away with it now, because obviously some areas, could we travel to the north? I wonder. Oh, but then we've got our son here that we want to kidnap as well. Now I'm really torn about what to do. This has just thrown a spanner in the works. I might see if that's even a possibility that we can do that. Okay. Right. Let me not get too swept up in what's happening there, and let me think about what it is that I want to do. Let me just see if it is a possibility to move my camp somewhere. Oh no. Okay. So I still can. I did wonder whether, because they were currently at war, whether we could make our way, but we can't. We could come all the way beyond the wall, but we're not going to do that. So that's interesting. I'm going to have to watch and see what happens here and how it plays out with this war. Let's just have a look at this. So yeah, I mean, Robert's got the numbers massively compared to Robb. So this is interesting. But yeah, I thought I might have gotten a pop-up or something. Unless something happened and it wasn't like a major event. But I didn't see anything come up at all to tell me that the secret had come out and that Jon is my son. You know, he appears here now, and I swear he didn't the last time I looked. So yeah, I don't think anything major's happened that I should have noticed. But that's interesting. I've said for like the full 5 episodes, I'm not going to murder Elia. But I was just debating it, but I don't think I will now. Let's just see how this plays out. We finished swaying our maester as well. So let me look for my courtier that I wanted to have as a potential future wife. Can I not search for her with traits? Okay, let's have a look the difficult way then. Here she is. She's 24 now and she's chaste. We really need to start. So she's already got 100 opinion of us. Let's work on romancing her first of all. So, romance declaration of love. The time has come to let my feelings towards Galeen be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. So we can sing. Let's have a look at what kind of person she is. So she's shy and callous, and chaste. Write a love poem. Secretly plant a letter. Go with my gut in the. I'm just gonna go with my gut in the moment and see what happens. The candle is burning low when I finally finish my poem. We went for a poem, of course. He is a poet. And before I send it, I give it one last read. Your luscious lips are the rock I cling to in stormy seas. I wish only to feel the embrace of your love, that I may know of if your prowess carries off the battlefield. You and I belong together. I swear these poems are just not meant to make any sense at all. The waiting is unbearable. The thought of rejection makes me sick to my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with shaking hands. While I cannot encourage you, my liege, I am most grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully, Galeen. Galeen? 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 I think Galeen sounds about right. Right. Okay, so we're working on that. And we're obviously still... We need just one more point to get kidnapped. Then we can get our son. And then we can decide what we do from here next. We will obviously keep an eye at what's happening over in Westeros as well. I am debating whether we work on upgrading our camp and keep getting some men at arms, or whether we try and become landed and purchase some land. We need to watch out for these plagues as well. Just before I hit record, I also went through some of my followers and started making sure that some of the children were getting educated. So this guy, I put him with Varys as his guardian and just trying to keep my followers on the right path. So yeah, I've started educating some of the youngsters. I've also taken a squire who was he's one of my followers, he's in my camp, and he's a giant. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realise I had a giant in my camp, but that's awesome. So we could do with finding him a wife as well, getting him a wife or betrothed, and trying to carry on that trait. That would be really cool. That'd be handy. I might be doing our friend dirty here, but I'm going to marry off our friend Richard Lomouth's daughter. So he's got 2 daughters, and the eldest one I'm going to arrange a betrothal matrilineally to one of our lowborn courtiers, and I'm going to choose Moonboy. I mean, I have a soft spot for Moonboy, so I'm going to choose him, even though he is slow, and it is a congenital trait, so it might get inherited. I'm going to betroth him to her. So our friend might not like that, but he's left his daughters here in our camp. So, you know, more fool him. We're going to send that proposal. So he's betrothed to her. Just sorting out through some of my camp followers, the young ones. I want to keep some of these house names going. I want to make sure that they continue. She might leave us at some point, although it doesn't say that is he in line for... So he's got 2 claims. Okay. Will those claims pass to her, or would they already show there? I think they would show, wouldn't they? So John's got claims. What about Brewdor? Yeah, okay, they would already show. I guess she's not got any claims to anything. Is it just because she's female? Is that the only reason? But yeah, anyhow, I digress. So yeah, I've just been sorting out some of my courtiers, and we are obviously now scheming to romance Galeen, and then Galeen. I will just do a couple more of the contracts as well. Okay, so a little bit of intrigue, a bit of information. Lord Mathos has approached me, claiming he has discovered... Oh, he's King Robert's Warden of the North. Interesting. Was he with me at some point, or have I made that up? Maybe not. So he's claiming he's discovered someone in my close family has been having an extramarital affair. He's off to bribe me with everything he knows, including the names and evidence, in exchange for the details of another secret I know. Oh, okay. I must know the truth, so... So he would learn about her child's heritage, which is our child. So, no, we're not interested. She's betrothed to someone. They've got the same surname. . Interesting. Okay, so someone's plotting to kill one of my knights, but also Jon has been imprisoned by Robert. So let's just have a look. I don't know what to do here. Do we what's the ransom? 20. We don't want to owe him a hook. So we get a weak hook on Jon Snow, Jon Targaryen, and we would pay 20 gold to King Robert, and he would gain 20 opinion of us. Do we do that, or do we want rid of him? I think it's interesting to keep him around, actually. Rhaegar did have a lot of love for Lyanna, so I feel like he would have an invested interest in Jon. So we'll pay the ransom to get him out. It's a shame that Jon is he not accepted yet? Oh, there we go. The indebted hook on Jon Targaryen. Okay, so when Ghislaine suggested a hunt, I did not hesitate to organise one. I would do anything for a mere glimpse of my dearest. I am stalking through the underbrush, my page at my heel and my hound just ahead. Seems as if it has found a trail, then suddenly my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. I'm coming for you, my love. Perhaps it would be wiser to send the page, or probably just a bird. Yeah, no, we will respond. Scheme failed. Ghislaine, I am coming. I burst through the foliage into the clearing, my heart beating wildly, sweat streaming down my face. But the scene before me is not what I expected. There is a hyena, yes, but it is on the ground, an arrow struck between its eyes. Ghislaine lowers her bow as she turns to face me. What is this about, Prince Rhaegar? Did you think me incapable of defending myself? Damn, okay. He loses 10 opinion of us, and it ends our scheme to romance her. Wonderful. So Robert's opinion of us has improved massively. Can we interact with him to try and... No. I was hoping there'd be an option to just not be exiled anymore. Well, we can send him a poem detailing his incompetence. We want rid of it. Yeah, let's send a poem detailing his incompetence, because there's a 95% chance that people will like the poem. So he loses 50 opinion of us, but his opinion doesn't seem to matter because we're still exiled. We still can't return. So I'm not too concerned with that. And then, but he will also gain 30 stress, and we want him to be stressed because... There we go. So he's gained 30 stress. Yeah, he's already... he's got ongoing heartache, which... Yeah, gives him stress gain. Plus 20%. So we want to add to his stress. He's Joffrey. Betrothed to Massey. Yeah, we can't start swaying him either. Okay. I just had a quick look at the Targaryen dynasty as well, and it looks like quite a few of the bright flames have been wiped out by the pox. So there's Aelic's bright flame left. Aenar. Ilaris is our courtier. She's an exhaustive Valyrian. We could do with her. Could we betroth her to one of our children if we might need to kidnap her as well. Yeah, her parents and siblings died to the pox. So she could be a match for Brudo. And then I think that would make sense, actually. I think I'm going to pin her to keep tabs on her. Okay, so I finally got the perk point and got kidnapper, but it is bad news, guys. Nothing is going to plan in this playthrough. So I didn't realise this, obviously, beforehand. I cannot abduct him because I do not have a trait allowing me to use hostile schemes against my own children, such as sadistic. So that is a huge facepalm moment for me. I mean, somebody else suggested it to me that that's the route I go down. I didn't even think of doing that myself. But obviously it doesn't work. So we've done all of that for absolutely nothing. I just don't think there's a way that I can get him then. Which is a little bit irritating. I can't really do anything. I've chosen him already as my favourite child, so he's got that little icon there. He is a member of my family and dynasty. I've legitimised him. But I just can't do anything. Player, heir, soulmate, best friend. I can't. It says I can't make him my heir because he's a child, which is irritating because the whole point is that you have your child to become your heir. How can we make him? I can't sway him because he's a child. I don't think there's a way I can try and make him. Can your child be your best friend? I think they can. But I don't think we can make him our... I don't think we can do anything to make him our best friend at the moment. Because would we then be allowed to invite him to our camp? I can gift him an artifact. Or send him a gift. What makes them your best friend? I think you get like an action, something triggers, doesn't it? And you can decide to make somebody your best friend. That's really, really irritating. I think so. Seeing as all that plan has not come to fruition, I think we're going to leave the episode here, and I'm going to try and think of another tactic. If you guys have any suggestions at all for what we do next, then please do let me know. My only other option is I'm going to have to go back on everything that I've said. We're going to have to imprison or murder Elia and then try and get a new wife who can give us some legitimate children who we actually can have and have control of. The other option as well is that we could legitimise Jon and designate him as our heir, and then I think because he's an adult, I think it's looking like the only reason we can't do this at the moment is because he's got the bastard trait. So I'm thinking if we legitimise him, we can then designate him as our heir. But obviously, he's not looking as impressive at the minute. And he's an adult. It'd be more difficult, I think, to get him to change his faith in his culture. And then the other option is that we wait for Bruder to become an adult, because he's got the intelligent trait. He's also a legitimized bastard, and his stats are looking pretty good so far for an 8-year-old. So I will let you guys decide what we do. Do we legitimize Jon, or do we not? Do we focus on Bruder instead? And also let me know as well if you have any opinion on whether we should stay as landless for the time being or whether we should try and purchase some land. There's also a couple of contracts popped up which would allow us to fight for some land. Where's it gone? Oh, it's disappeared now. But I've had a couple of contracts pop up where we can join a faction, and then one of the outcomes of that is that we can try and get some land that way. So let me know, do we stay landed or do we try and get some land? And after all that, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and your comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.